Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, I forgot to put on my hat, so let's start that again, shall we? Welcome back to Meathead Gaming. My name is Ronald, and today we're going to be doing some demo watching from the major qualifier. We're going to start off with whatever you like. Let's start off with G2 against Kontekst. This damn COVID. We're gonna watch, let's watch Mirage first. So I think we're gonna watch one map from here, cause yeah, it's G2 against Kontekst. Then I would like to watch Liquid against 100 Thieves. That should be a blast. How are you doing, guys? I hope everybody's having a lovely day today. It's the weekend. In some parts of the world it's a free day today, so it's a good day to be alive, I guess. Hello, Bullseye. Bullseye, you always ask me that. Why do you always ask that, Mr. Bullseye? You always ask me the same question if I remember you. Yeah, let's stop the music and let's start the watching. I'm not playing myself. Maybe I'll be playing a little bit later after I watch the demos, but first I'm gonna be watching some demos from yesterday's matches and from the day before. I wanted to do a live stream yesterday also, but something came up and I couldn't follow through with it, so yeah, I apologize for that. Yeah, let's jump ahead where the demo starts. Boom, there you go. Disable all that shenanigan. Boom, let's go. Oh, I think this is it. Okay, this is it. Okay, so it's gonna be Kontekst against G2 today in the first demo. How's your day, Bullseye? And also Hit, how are you today, guys? Is it a good day for you? Wow, look at this setup. 4 guys in B, 3 guys short actually, with Jax playing for information in CT. Kontekst is gonna just do a basic A execute with some smoke and a connector. There's a gap for jungle. Okay, no, there's not. So this was, yeah, let's talk about it after the round finishes. It was a strong setup. It was focused, I guess, towards middle. They were 3 guys in short. 3 guys in short, 1 holding B apps. So 3 guys short, 3 guys short, 1 holding B apps and Jax in CT. They were playing obviously on a retake, for a retake on A side. Unfortunately for them, Kontekst pushed with an A execute. Yeah, G2 do retake. It's an interesting setup. I didn't see that before since I started watching these. 3 guys going short, like 4 guys B, 3 guys short. That's good to hear, Bullseye. What made you choose that nickname? Is it from wait, Bullseye, wasn't that a character in Daredevil? Or is it just an overall attractive nickname for you? Okay, so I like the fact that Kontekst went on an eco here. They have deagles. G2 with an aggressive push towards middle. They're fighting for control here from on middle. Amanek is holding apps from short. Do you guys use the AUG? I always forget about it. I always forget to use it for some reason. On some maps it didn't even it's not necessary, so to say. So it's a default spread here for Kontekst. Oh, you were were you a professional 1.6 player? I know there was an American player, 1.6 player with the nickname Bullseye. what teams did you play for, Mr. Former professional 1.6 player? Okay. Ooh. That's a solid shot from Otto. Now it is a fishy round. It's a 3v4 though, so G2 does have control on it. They kind of went on a contact A play. It's a 2v3, and if G2 loses another man, this is an expensive round for them. Okay, 3 guys. Yeah, I'll roll with that. That's okay, I guess. They didn't manage to pick up Hunter's M4, which would have been good. That's cool, man. I also played. I had a team in 1.6. It was a lot of fun to go to LAN parties, so on and so forth. I won a few actually. It's a feeling like no other. No, full buy. Default spread from G2 on this side. They do a pop flash here for connector / middle guy. It's a one-on-one trade, so it does favor contact at this point. 4v4, sorry. Ship's underpass. Emi is holding B-apps for a possible push and / lurk. Mid-heavy setup here for contact. Yeah, nothing special. Interested to see how ENCE played on Mirage against Vitality. To see if they used any sexy tactics, or was it just a straight up match where I don't know, Vitality is so inconsistent. Don't have a PC, my friend. Yeah. That's okay, man. I'm sure you'll get one one day. It's a very good job by Jax. Kenny helps him out, so it's a 2-on-1. Jax did a solid job to take out 2 people there. This is a nice little trick here. I saw this not exactly in this way, but sometimes CT players throw the smoke. Where do they like default smoke, and then they push out in front of the box. So when the T comes, he definitely doesn't expect this guy here. So you have the element of surprise. That's a super cool trick that you can do. Eco round for contact gaming. Aggressive ramp play for G2. 3 guys on A, nobody in middle. They leave mid open, while the B players are. I'm gonna mainly try to observe G2's play. I'm not very interested in Kontekst's game plan here. Like no offense intended. So they left middle open. They play with 3 guys here on A and 2 guys close on B, close B. No, Nexa didn't overextend on short or anything. Yeah, this is one way of doing things, I guess. Man, this M4 is super expensive, and I don't know why, because it's so basic. Well, at least the good part about that is that you meet a lot of people, you can play with a lot of people. The competitive spirit is more engaged, you know. So yeah, there are good parts and bad parts. Now obviously you don't have always access to a PC, that's the bad part, but everything else I think is a plus when you play at the internet cafe. Make a lot of new friends, you know. Well, you know, you can still watch demos and matches if you have a laptop, so at least that's good, you know. You can stay engaged, maybe learn a few things thing or two. So I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain. Full buy for G2 and for Kontekst. Let's see. I like how G2 is very... they try different things every single round. Up until this point, every round was different for G2. This time you saw Hunter jumping from window towards short. He managed to take out ships. And the round starts on a 4v5 for G2, which is it's cool. It's cool to see that they are trying new things every round. Look at this bug. The stickers on Nexus weapon is up in the sky sometimes. I don't know. That's not where it's supposed to be anyway. Yeah, CS:GO. Yeah, maybe new people, Bullseye. If you find the right kind of people, it's always a nice thing to have. I've met a lot of people playing Counter-Strike, and I have quite a few good friends. Made a few good friends through the game, so that's always a plus. Now they are wrapping up from middle in connector. Jax is kind of left for dead here, although he has... okay, maybe not. Hunter was in jungle, and Kenny is also watching from ticket position. I don't know. I feel like Kontekst moved in a little bit too slow here. They were just moving, and then they got picked one by one. I think and this is an overall, like, even when I play, obviously when I play with in a solo queue, but in general, sometimes you see teams lack explosiveness. You know, you just want them to okay, maybe lurk up to one point and then execute an explosive move on the bomb site. Maybe some flashes over, maybe something more proactive, you know, instead of trying to lurk in. Obviously you never know which one is the right way, but if you like try to lurk in a lot of times and it doesn't work out, maybe just rush something, switch things up, like G2 is doing here. Again, a different setup with more emphasis on B and on middle. Now Jax is all by himself here, which is a little bit funky. I always prefer, if there is a solo holder on A, I would prefer him to sit in CT so that you can play for the retake. Jax did a good job here though. He's a solid player from what I can see him. I've seen on matches. He's solid, man. He's not gonna be a superstar fragger, you know, but he's gonna do his job, which is more than you can ask for sometimes. Consistent player. Oh, come on, Jax. Oh my god. What's going on? Those were some nice shots from Mr. Esperanto. Okay, let's fast forward to round number 7. Let's see if we can find anything. Welcome to the stream, guys. I'm hoping... I hope that you have a very good day today. I hope everybody's chilled out, ready for the weekend. Don't stress too much about the current situation in the world, because, you know, it's not under your control, so try not to stress about it. Well, my favorite player. I like Fallen a lot. I like to watch him play. His play style is very attractive to me. And if you add in the fact... okay, looks like it was an A execute, by the way, meanwhile. With Emmy might be the ace in the hole here. Or they might not even need him. I like watching Fallen. I think his style of opping when he's on is like no other. And add to that the fact that he's an in-game leader. That is super impressive. Because most of the times when you're an in-game leader, it is very hard to focus on your individual game, you know? But Fallen does it the right way. So I'd say Fallen. I wouldn't say like I'm a fan of his, but if I have necessarily to choose one player, then I think I'll choose Fallen. Kerrigan is another player that I like. Now obviously not for his in-game abilities, but you know, overall. I tend to like a lot of in-game leaders because I was one back in the day myself. And in-game leaders are so underrated sometimes, most of the times. But my all-time favorite is Neo from Pentagram, or how you would know it better, from Virtus Pro. Neo and Tasman, I like that duo a lot. Also Forrest and Getright. Getright is also again a player that I like. I have a lot of love for him, appreciation. Veteran of the game. He always seems to be a nice guy, you know, always putting in the work. So you can't really complain about anything when it comes to him. You can just respect him. So it's gonna be. They lost the battle in middle. Now they're returning towards A. Jax is putting up a fight here, but from that spot it's very hard. And Amanek at this point should save up, I guess. I don't know if I mean, most of the time nowadays when I play alone, what role do I play? I play whatever makes me feel good. You know, I don't care. I sometimes play with the AWP. I play with the rifle. I like to be a team player, so usually when we play a map, for example, whatever, sometimes if I have to, I'll just go on the spot where what's left on the map is the CT. I don't really care that much. I have preferred spots on maps, obviously, but if somebody insists really hard, I'll go just try to be a team player so that we can win the match, you know. I don't necessarily fit into a strict pattern. Yeah, Kenny S is very good. So he's your favorite player? Yeah, Kenny S is also a very good AWPer. Very good player. So, eco round for G2. Amanek has a shotgun here. Mid control play for Contact. Slow play here on Contact's part. Hunter hits a nice shot, but he gets refragged by Esperanto. Looks like Contact likes to play in a slow manner. Bad Machine. Interesting name for a weapon. That's a very nice shot from Esperanto. Interesting nickname for a weapon, you know. This is like those people that, you know, the people that have complexes that are maybe small and buy big cars. This smells like something similar on Esperanto. Okay, Contact does win that round, but it was eco round for G2. Those were some nice shots from Esperanto. Full buy now. Not the best of buys for G2, but they still have an up on Kenny. I apologize for that. What's your favorite team, Bullseye, if you're still here? Again, a slow play here. They're lurking now. This might be a good spot, but Jax notices it. Ships almost went in there, but he's refragged by Esperanto. Contact play towards A with 2 guys in connector, and the rest of them 2 ramp and 1 from Palace. On Contact's side. It's a 4v4, but not an easy retake. Oh, that peek, man, that was a good peek. And that's gonna be it. Why is this M4 so expensive? It's like 200 euros or something. It doesn't have much more on it than the Nitro has, and the Nitro is like 1 euros. Okay. I think G2 should be on an eco round here. Yeah. Hunter with the only salvaged weapon. Let's see how this pans out. Looks like they're gonna stack A. Similar setup for Kontekst as in the previous round. Chips is in top mid, M is going underpass, while the other 3 guys are in the exact same spots. 2 ramp, 1 palace. I think actually also the exact same players. So now Amanek does here Litany. Let's see. Looks like they wanna fight for middle. They wanna take middle. They're smoking window. Flash and then push out. Let's see if it's gonna be an A push or a B push though. Emmy is throwing a lot of nades on B, showing some presence. So yeah, might be simulating a fake with the amount of grenades that is thrown in B apps. Now he turns back, Nexus gonna hear it, and at this point in time I think G2 should have a good idea that it's an A push. They're gathering in connector. Jax doesn't see, now he spots a few enemies. They are pushing in at this point in time. So they walk into the stack. No, what the This was very stupid from Kenny. He could have killed 2 people there. At least 2. Yeah. But at the end, I don't... You see, I should know this, but I don't know how much. What's the difference between them killing 2 people with... I think he had the P250, yeah? P250. And the knife kill. That's a nice shot from Kenny. Again, a slow play, slightly different setup. One guy from ramp went in middle for contact, while G2 has quite a default setup here, with Hunter holding the window, Kenny is on ticket, and Jax is pushed up all the way here in Palace, which should give them a lot of information. They are turning back, so this is very good from Jax. Yeah, exactly, Kitami. Hello, hello. Thank you for that. Thanks, man. Thank you. That's what I was wondering, cause it's a slow day for me today, and that's what I was saying. That maybe he made more money like that, so that was a better choice. But then again, you know, you kill 2 people, you lose 2 weapons, but at this point in time I think Kontekst has enough money anyway. So yeah, looks like in the end Kenyas did take the right choice, considering that he needs an op. So there you go, we cleared that one out with the help of Kitami Yun. Yeah, I don't know if all, but at least 2, definitely. Yeah, you never know. You will never know. That's a nice shot from Amanek, but he's all alone, and that is very hard. Now Kenny, with the knife kill, had an op and he took out the last player. So they weaseled a lot around the map. Kontekst. It sounds like one. It sounds like one. Welcome to the stream, by the way. So, full buy, double up setup for G2. I saw them doing this a few times with Amanek being the upper in B. Now, this is a very quick very quick connector push. They are in the smoke. They might take Kenny by surprise. Yes, exactly. It's a very, very sneaky play, but it favored them because G2 this time didn't have an aggressive setup in middle, so they could weasel themselves here, and you saw that they pushed Kenny at the right time and had the good timing on it. Took Kenny by complete surprise. Yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting. Two people pushing in closely to connector, and the rest of them to ramp and one palace. Quick execution. You gotta have you have to have luck on your side, because if the CTs are playing an aggressive, meanwhile G2 take the round. If the CTs are playing an aggressive mid push or something, then potentially the terrorist players might all be here, like in this area, and if they push out 3 against 5 or 4 even, it's a little bit fishy, but I mean, yeah, you never know, so you have to try. Eco round for, I mean, upgraded pistols now. No, just pistols. Esperanto bought up with nades. Maybe they have a plan here. Although, why would you... Wait, what? Okay. Oh, yeah. They were thinking about how to spread out the money. Exactly. Good. Oh, this is too far ahead. Let's go back one. Yeah, I didn't even touch on that subject actually. That they played together. I know, of course. They played quite well. It's crazy and so on and so forth. That might also be one of the interesting parts of this game, because you might see things that are from the outside watching the match might look weird for you, but because the players know each other so well, it might make actually very good sense. That's what I'm trying to say. It might make a lot of sense. So, same setup here on G2, with Hunter holding the window. Jax is in sandwich watching the apps, and Kenny is watching ramp. They have a timing in connector, because nobody's watching connector right now. Kenny is peeking between ramp and he sometimes jumps up on ticket. But there is a world in which a T can sneak in here, but that's just, yeah, wishful thinking. It's gonna be an A execute. I think this is a good idea due to the limited weaponry they have. It's not the best buy that you can have on Kontekst side, so you have to try to play together in this kind of rounds. And it looks like it's gonna work out. It's 5v3. Balcanito. Okay. So who's your favorite player then? Is it somebody from your area? Yeah, let's fast forward, because at this point the round is done. There's nothing to see here. There you go. There you go. Contact take the round. They have better weaponry now. G2 still had enough money to buy up everything, almost everything that they wanted, because they were lacking a few grenades there on some of the players. Oh, that's an aggressive play from Hunter in underpass. Okay, this is a different setup. After they've done two 3 rounds of defaultish setups, they switched it up again, which I like. I like proactive moves, plays from CT-sided players that can take the terrorist by surprise. I'm a big sucker for that, to be honest with you. Ah, yeah, oh yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. But, okay, let me just see this and then I'll ask you something. Didn't pan out this time for G2, although they had a good start. But now it's a 3v3, although like most of the Kontekst players are low, so it's still very winnable. Do you like Kitami? I'm gonna call you Kitami. Do you like Nico's character in general and attitude? What do you think about it? So it looks like they're gonna walk into a B push, which at this point in time G2 is suspecting. It's like all three players are in B. Yeah, Amanek is gonna have a good day here today. Yeah. And it's 9-6. Okay, now let's see how the T side for G2 is gonna work here. Let me just fast forward to the point where the pistol round starts. Changed. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's always true. I don't. That is actually that's true. I don't think he would be the player that he is if he would be a little bit softer, character-wise. But don't you think? Like I think his ego is costing his teams sometimes to win more and to actually win some trophies. Not a big fan, like everybody knows by now if you've been watching. I'm not a big fan of the fact that they kicked Kerrigan. I think that was the wrong move to make, and history shows it that it was the wrong move to make. Now they have been playing very well recently in the qualifiers, but then again, those are online games and you don't really know what to do with them. Well, looks like G2 is gonna gather up in B here after some initial battles. Now this is very good for Kontekst actually, because they're here, they are waiting. Yeah, I think his ego is his biggest thing that he should solve. That's a nice crosshair by Kontekst, but it doesn't work out, man. Sometimes it's just so hard to hold that B if the Glocks are coming on you. Although there were 3 players there, it didn't work out in their favor. Like, you know, the thing about ego, it's most of the times is very counterproductive. There are moments in time which are good for your ego. Like it's used to be, it's good to have it, but most of the time it's better if you take a different approach to things. And yeah, that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. So Kontekst forces up here. Not a big fan of this force up, but at the same time you need ops on this map and you can't buy ops in the 3rd round. So they force, they're gonna eco next and then they're gonna buy ops, so on and so forth. It's, yeah, it's that kind of an approach. Now it's gonna be an A execute for G2 with 3 Mac 10s, man. 3 Mac 10s, those are a lot of Mac 10s. Trades go left and right and it's a 2-on-2 now. Obviously G2 have the advantage here. Players are full HP and they also have the superior weaponry. Yeah, that's, yeah, I guess that's respectable. That's respectable, yeah. Oh, it's easier if you just add me, Bullseye. I have my Steam in the links in the description of my POV demos, so just add me. My nose is itching. I don't have to see this. Oh my god. Out of nowhere. So it's gonna be an eco, obviously, for Kontekst. Yeah. Well, it's hard not to like that about somebody, right? When he refuses money to stick up for what he believes in. They have a mid-heavy setup here, and Kontekst is gonna push into this. Ooh. Yeah, if only that USP would have had more bullets in it, man. That would have been painful for G2, but it works out well. It works out well. Kontekst had the mid setup, and G2 were thinking of taking middle, which they did. Now, look at this, they are so cautious with the last player. This is actually cool to watch how cautious they are. It's a 4-on-1, but they are still very cautious. Understandably so. Most of them are hit. Kenyas is hit quite heavily. Let me might get one here. He gets spotted and he doesn't get anyone. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how FaZe will play on a LAN, whenever a LAN will come. I don't know, I honestly don't think that they can do top 5 with this lineup, but that's just me, maybe I'm wrong. But in my humble opinion, I don't think they will reach top 5. Which is not good considering the money that they are throwing around, you know. Okay, so back to the game. Default-ish setup for Kontekst. They are not battling for middle, so they are leaving middle opened. This allows G2 to weasel in. Ooh, that's a nice shot from Oro, but Hunter and Jax are already in jungle. The problem is that they don't have the bomb and they are kind of stuck here. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to say hi because it's for free. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you enjoyed the work that I put into the channel and you would like to help out, maybe share the channel with your friends. Let's have some fun, baby. Watch some Friday Counter-Strike. I don't know what matches they are playing it. They're playing today at the Rio qualifier. Yeah, this was kind of hard to manage here for G2, so you can't really blame them. Jax does manage to take one out, and that's gonna be it. Pretty good round for Kontekst, considering it was a full buy from G2. They only lose 2 people. So they can buy up with everything. Looks like it's gonna be Rush B Suka with Tech 9s and Mac 10. Oh, I gotta love that. Ships has an up here. Misses the shot. It's the second one. Ooh. Yeah. And that's gonna be it. Although Kenny has an op, it's hard. Oh my. It's a tall thing to ask. Round number 21. 21, boys. 21. I think it's a technical pause. Or not. So. Full buy. Jax and Kenyas are holding off any top mid possible aggressive pushes, while Nexa and Hunter are taking lower. Amanek is just holding the ramps, holding the back of the boys. Now this time this is a much more defaultish setup for Contact on the CT side. They have presence in the middle with Odo and Esperanto watching lower. Late mid take from G2. Odo misses the shot there. They smoke the window. They smoke connector. Now things slow down a little bit. 55 seconds to go. Math? Why are you calling me math? I don't have a favorite team. Favorite player is also a hard one because, yeah, like Bullseye asked me before, I like Fallen, but I wouldn't call him my favorite player. Like my all-time favorite player is Neo. Actually, Neo and Executor. Executor was a very, he was an old school 1.6 player. I don't know how old are you, but he played for Eolithic, Adrenaline, Noah. He played for, I can't remember after that. I think Noah was his last team actually. He played for SK, yeah. Ah, it's okay, Kitami. My name is Roland. Roland. You know what I appreciate about Fallen? It's very much, if he's on, it's very fun to watch him play. He plays very well, and just to be able to do what he does in-game and also be an in-game leader, that is very, very rare. It's very rare. So yeah, you gotta appreciate it. So they were fighting for middle. They got slowed down because of the smoke. That's a good smoke from Contact. Now they do leave middle. Esperanto's gonna jiggle peek in lower. Yeah, nice to meet you, Kitami-jun. Okay, so we're the same age, so you know who I'm talking about if you watched Counter-Strike back then. With the Executor. Actually, if I go back even more, there was this German player for Mouse Sports, Johnny R, I guess. He was such a good opper. He didn't play too much in 1.6 though, he was more active in 1.5. But those are old days. Moscow 5, yeah, M5. Yeah, there was, oh, the M5 was actually, yeah, that was a little bit after. I think I stopped watching CS in late 2009, so I missed a few things. I got a little bit bitter with the game because of my experience with it and my teammates, so on and so forth. But yeah, they were like, I still remember, man. Okay, so it is a B push from G2. So I still remember, the old Virtus Pro, the Russians, in 1.6. Man, they had some crazy deagle shots. And towards the end of the game, they were also a top team. So it was a fun thing to watch. Yeah, I remember. Romje. Yeah, a lot of those are old memories, man. So Kenny S with the op, the rest of them on pistols. Double op setup for Contact as always. Automan in middle, or not. Two ops watching middle. That's interesting. Esperanto is in jungle, and Letny, I don't know if I'm reading that correctly, but I'm gonna call him Letny, is in ramp. He spots one guy, only one in B. They had such a nice movie, like Virtus Pro, the Russian Virtus Pro in 1.6. They had a cool movie. I think it was Virtus Pro Domination or something. They have so many crazy deagle shots there, man. Yeah, he's a good player. Like, if you talk about a pure upper, you're not gonna go much further than Kenny. And he's one of the like, there's not a lot of dedicated uppers anymore, I feel like, because everybody's a hybrid player nowadays. And so Kenny, like Guardian was one, but he's not active at the moment. Who knows what's gonna come up next with him. There are still a few around, but they're rare. So they are pushing in connector. Looks like it's gonna work out. Kenias hits a nice shot for... Sorry, on ships in short, but Oroman is here to stay. Okay. That was a good round from G2 actually. They managed to kill 4 people with some pistols and 1 up, granted on Kenny. They went in connector. Especially, you know why I liked VP? It's also because I watched them even before they were famous, even before they were good and beating the Swedish teams in 1.6. I was watching them. I'm Romanian, you know, so in 2005 they started playing the best team in Romania a lot because of the region and the competitions that they would play. But even before that, I downloaded a movie from Godfrag, the Pentagram movie, and those were the guys, the Polish Pentagram. So I knew them even before they were like successful. So I followed them all the way until they reached their greatness, you know. That was cool to watch. So it's a 2v2. It was a short push from G2. Now Kenny is in a 1v2. A doable 1v2, might I add. Oh, and another one that I forgot. I liked another player from Mouse Sports. Very good job by Kenny. Gore. If you remember Gore from Mouse Sports, he was such a crazy player. He had such a... What I liked about him is his style was so savage and wild, you know. He would just... didn't give a shit, man. He would just walk into the enemies and kill everybody. I don't know, man, but I just like talk about being dominant, you know. There was, I don't know if you can find a comparison between anybody and Neo and 1.6 at one point. Neo and Forest also. Also Forest had some periods where you would just watched. Meanwhile, it's gonna be a let me just talk about the demo here a little bit. 1 ramp, 3 apps. And Kenias hits a nice shot on Oro in middle. Now they are gonna execute A, which is gonna be very hard for Contact to hold. What was I saying? When you would watch Forest and Neo, I watched a lot of demos of them. It looked so easy. That's what was the most annoying thing. It looked so easy. But yeah, it never was. And you always said, just like Nico nowadays, you were talking about Nico. Just like Nico nowadays, they had a certain type of calmness in their game, where they just went in, they didn't care, they weren't afraid, never afraid, and they would just do what they had to do. It was crazy to watch. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's what I was saying before I was reading what he would say. Yeah, that's true. That calmness and coolness was cool to watch. Okay, 14-11. Contact in a tough spot here. somewhat of a default spread. Tammy is gonna have to work here. Ooh, that flash is perfect. But he does get traded by ships. Pretty default, 2 top mid, 2 ramp and 1 palace for G2. They're slowly wrapping around the Kontekt's defenses, just like a python around its victim. And it was hard for Kontekst to hold them off because they had limited weaponry. I mean, yeah, that's true, but that could apply to almost every other player. Not only his teammates. So, G2's gonna take the round. Let's go on. You know what? I didn't catch him. I started watching CSGO towards the end of 2016, so I didn't get to see that much of Snacks. I don't like Snacks and Bialy because how they behaved and their attitude towards the end in VP. I don't like their character, but that's besides the point. It's a shame that they are nowhere to be found nowadays, because they're still young. I mean, Snacks is like, what, 25 or something? I don't know. They just disappeared. And that just shows how... Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stop there. This is a very good setup from Kontekst. It doesn't work out because Letney decides to peek. Now Ships is in a very tough spot. This is very tough if you're Ships. All by yourself with an up here. He could still hit one. That's a very good job from him. Okay. Nice, very nice from him. But Hunter has B for himself, and Nexa can rotate. Oh, yeah. He was smart, man. He was smart. I like Taz a lot, although people think he's a snake or something, whatever. Let me put it this way. He did the best that he could do with what he had. And you can always appreciate that about the man, you know? So... I still remember watching some clip on YouTube where Pentagram played against Mouse Sports. And all game long, Taz was yelling Capio's name. Capio! Capio! Every round. He would yell like crazy. He was a madman. That was so crazy. Yeah. Watched a little bit. He started streaming a little bit. I watched him once. Actually, I watched his stream and I donated like $5. So I think it was because he was at the beginning with the streaming and everything, and he, like, if you donated, there was a voice reading the message. So I just wished him the best of luck, so on and so forth. But the voice was reading it with the Polish accent, and it was just it disturbed him in the game for a while. So I felt like a little bit bad, but I mean, not my fault, I guess. Okay, we watched G2. I think I don't want to watch Overpass with them also because it's with Contact Gaming. So let's watch something more interesting. Let's watch Liquid and 100 Thieves. I recorded Stewie in this match. I'll post it a little bit later in case you're interested in that, boys and girls. Let's watch. It's gonna be Mirage again. The first map is gonna be Mirage. I don't know if we're gonna watch Vertigo. Not a big fan of Vertigo. Don't really care about Vertigo. But I mean, I should at one point start doing that. Okay, let's fast forward to where the match starts. My wife got a bonus from her job, so she said she's gonna buy me a CSGO skin. We can't decide yet if she's gonna buy me the AK-47 Empress or the fuel injector.
You are just dreaming.
Yeah, she says she won't buy anything. I won't get anything, guys. Nothing. No more pancakes for her, I guess. What? What are these guys saying in the chat?
What?
They are saying that you should buy me the fuel injector. The yellow one. It's the yellow AK.
The yellow one.
Yeah, the yellow one. So, the match has started. Mirage, what is going on? I think it doesn't start.
Mirage!
Mirage, yeah. What I think about cheating? Well, I think that...
Cheating in a relationship?
Cheating in a relationship? No, I don't think he's asking about cheating in a relationship. Although, if I don't get my fuel injector, I might cheat myself into getting one. What do I think? You know what? Call me crazy, and I know people are gonna call me crazy. I said this a lot of times. I think there are pro players that cheat. It's just not talked about too much because, like, imagine a world in which there's a scandal where some players are discovered being cheating, and imagine what that does to the scene, to all the money that is pumped inside of it, how big CS is now. I do think that some of them cheat, man. I will be honest. You know why? Besides the fact that I watched a lot of demos and so on and so forth, it's just human nature, man. You know, where there's a lot of money involved and and you are very competitive, people are gonna take shortcuts. They do it in sports, they do it everywhere. You know, with steroids and so on and so forth. So it's only natural. Hello, Dobry. I don't think so. Why? Did he play good recently? I don't know. Yeah, I think it would do a lot of damage to the scene, and I think that's why people don't talk about it. People in the scene don't talk about it, because they know that if shit goes south, it's gonna do a lot of damage to the scene, and that's why nobody talks about it. Like, don't tell me that those old clips of Flush are legit, because I'm not gonna believe you. And also, like, some of the things that I usually see from config, from complexity, he has so many funky things going on there that make no sense. But yeah, that's just me. I might be wrong. Hey, I might be wrong. That's just my opinion, so don't get butthurt if you see this. I don't care. I saw enough to know better. I saw enough to know better. So tell me what you want, because that's my opinion, man. Meanwhile, 1-0 for Team Liquid. Yeah, sorry. I would almost risk my pinky finger that config is suspicious. Okay, round number 2. 100 Thieves choose to force up 3 guys in A, Azor in middle, and Liaz in B. So, default spread here for Team Liquid, with Twist only holding some aggression from B / lower. 2 guys in middle, 1 ramp, 1 palace. I think it's just human nature, man. You know, when athletes, like, they use steroids or they try everything in their power to just have an edge, you know, and there's a lot of money involved. Come on. I mean, somebody, I'm gonna put this on pause and I'm gonna tell this. Some might argue that, oh, at that level, why would you risk the money that you make just for cheating? Well, let me tell you something. Maybe, and this is just my opinion again, I might be wrong, but maybe some of the players wouldn't be there if they wouldn't use some enhancements, you know? So it's a risk that they are willing to take, you know? Whatever. So 3 guys pushing in middle. Looks like it's gonna be a B push from the look of things. 2 guys short and 2 guys in apps. I like the split a lot on Reatch to go with 2 guys in apps and 3 guys short. I think it's a very strong split. Liaz is all by himself. He's gonna try to hit some shots, but he's not gonna manage to do so. And this is it. 3 guys on B. They take the site. Stewie on short. Pretty basic and very effective. And that's the round. Let's go forward. There you go. Probably eco round for 100 thieves, yes. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I do think that it's not as much as it used to be, because it's very risky. That's why I tell you, it's very risky. The scene is big now. There's a lot of money, a lot of sponsors, and if it's a cheating scandal or something and it affects the scene, that's a lot of money lost, you know, for certain people. And that's why nobody talks about it. None of the casters, none of the people that are usually involved. But that's just my opinion. So, again, they wrap around in A. This time 2 guys ramp, 1 palace and 2 middle. Elage is in a ladder room actually. Pretty basic, pretty effective, but it was against a eco round, so you might understand why that worked out so flawlessly. Now, first buy round, let's see how this goes. Team Liquid is still having 3 Galils. I mean, yeah, it's not like... not necessarily that you have something on your PC. You can put shit in your mouse. In these mice, you know. I remember seeing a clip. Where a mouse manufacturer was presenting the mouse, and they even said themselves that, yeah, you can put some things, some programs into the mouse if you want to get an edge on the rival. And like, I was like sitting and watching this. I'm like, what? Are you actually suggesting them to cheat? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So, this is gonna hold again, B apps, while Team Liquid is taking real estate in middle. Naf is holding ramp. I don't know, I never tried cheats in 1.6 in CSGO. I have no idea how they work, to be honest with you. I only used cheats. I tried cheats once in, and they are gonna execute in the A. They wrap around. Now trades go left and right. Pretty basic again, nothing special, so I can continue my idea. I tried out cheats once in CS 1.5 on a random casual server. That's it. Never again. Never before, never after. It's just not my slice of bread, you know. I think it's stupid. But then again, I wasn't playing for money, you know. And they do boil it down to 1-on-1. So this is actually a good job by... oh, no defuse kit for Liaz. No time, right? No time, yeah. Yeah, no time. But Team Liquid does take the round. They do have enough money, so this is a good round for them. Back on the eco board for 100 thieves. I mean, they could buy, right? But I think they're gonna go on an eco, because it would be a shitty buy. Gratisfaction has the op. What? Look at this crosshair. This is crazy. Madness! Okay, 5 AKs on Team Liquid. By the looks of it, it's gonna be a smoke A execution. Yeah? Yeah, it might be. Nice shot on the Palace guy from Gratisfaction. Yeah, I understand. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see this from Gratisfaction. That was a godlike round for him. From him, he gets 4 frags. That's the yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you found me, but that's exactly my thoughts sometimes. I have similar thoughts that the admins never stop playing games to when something fishy is going on. Okay, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Beautiful by Gratisfaction. Beautiful. And this leaves 100 Thieves on a 3-on-1 against Nitro. That's a very good job. Very, very good job. Yeah, well, they deserve each other. And the players know, you know, it's not a surprise, the players know. That's what buzzes me the most. But it is what it is. Okay, full buy. Very nice run by Gratisfaction there. Battling it out for middle. Twist is underpass. Again, looks like that is his position on this map, holding a B aggression and controlling underpass. Naf is in ramp, holding off any potential ramp pushes, while the rest of the boys are working in middle. Naf is falling back from ramp, so by the looks of it, they're gonna opt to go B, with Elysian Stewie maybe going in short. Yeah, they smoked off connector, they smoked off window, and now it's time to move in. Looks like it's gonna be B. So they just spread out in a default action, you know, took middle, and now they are gathering in B, pushing B. Oh. That's a very good smoke to use even in your matches. The smoke that Lee has dropped, that one, this one here. Because it gives you some leeway, so that's a good smoke that you can use if you hold B. I always forget to use it, but I don't really play B a lot, so maybe that's why. And 100 Thieves will save up. Okay, full buy, 1 to 5. It's gonna be B again. This time it wasn't a default spread, it wasn't a slower play. They were gathering up towards B from the beginning. Gratisfaction, man, he's doing such a good job in this match. Oh, that molly is gonna hurt him. Oh, that was close. He runs away. That was a very smart move by him. Just run away and keep being a pain in the ass for your opposition. Now, unfortunately for him, his teammates don't show up for work. They don't earn the paycheck. Alicia is definitely earning that paycheck, baby. Now both of them are one shot. Oh my god.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah. It eventually works out. Gratisfaction again. With a nice play there. Very good play from him. So it was, the trades didn't go in Team Liquid's favor. They couldn't take middle, so they executed fast B, which I like. It's a quick reactive play. They didn't sit on their asses, they decided to do something, so I like that. So by the looks of it, it's gonna be a B smoke execution because of the weaponry. I'm guessing that's what they are trying to do. Maybe plant the bomb. Let's see if it works out. Yeah, I don't know much about Gratisfaction, to be honest with you. But confidence always helps. And confidence usually comes when you practice, when you put in the work, you know. That makes you confident. They actually win this round. That's unfortunate for 100 Thieves. This should have been their round. It was a basic A execute with smokes. With 1 AK and 1 Deagle, I think, or something like that. So, 100 Thieves lost this. And now they're in a tough spot. I mean, you know that by yourself, by your play, you know. When I, like, for example, if I don't have time to play or something for a few days and then I hop into a server, although in my mind I'm not stressed, I'm not anything, but my play is different, you know. Maybe I start spamming where I should tap and little things like this. But if you put in the hours every time, you just go and do it, you know. If it works out, okay. If it doesn't work out, it's the same, but you do it with more confidence. Now they are battling for middle control again. This time the boost from 100 Thieves take them by surprise. Stewie falls in underpass. Slow contact plays by Liquid here in middle. Nav takes out Jungle Boy, which is Jacob. Now it's a 2-1-3. Still winnable. Yeah, good job by 100 Thieves, I guess. Yeah, they switched eco rounds. You win one, I win one, I guess. Full buy for both teams. Looks like it's gonna be a straight B execute. Stewie does a good job in taking out the window guy. And they're gonna go full Suka on B now. Azer. Okay. That's unfortunate for him. And that's the round. B execution. It did help that Stewie killed the window guy in middle. So, to thin the herd a little bit, you know. Full buy on both sides. Not the best of buys for 100 Thieves. They lack some nades, and JKS has a UMP. They do have double ops, so it should be worth for something, I guess. No, I don't agree with this setup. This is very risky. Like, if JKS falls here, Jacob, although yeah, he can just pull his mouse towards the left, but he's still very open. I don't like it. Azer gets taken out in short. They are wrapping towards A. They have mid control. They are wrapping in connector. Yeah, so now this leaves Jacob in a very tough spot, you see. Yeah, it's not a good setup. I don't like that setup. Yeah, I don't like that setup. And that's the round. Basically, Team Liquid took mid control, after which they slowly pushed towards Connector, the two players, while the other parts of the team were slowly pushing ramp and apps. Yeah, that was a poor setup for 100 Thieves. I don't like this setup here. As soon as JKS with the UMP died, Jacob was limited in what he could do there. Hello, Emilian. Welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody to the stream. If you see this in the future where it's not live, so on and so forth, I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you guys that are here now are having a lovely day. Welcome to the stream. Jacob hits a good shot there on the leash. Somewhat of a default spread again. With Nav towards ramp. Now he's rotating towards middle from what I can see. Twists in the same spot every round. Now they are trading some frags here, but ultimately it's gonna be good for Team Liquid. 4v4, and you know, lower numbers always favors lower numbers always favor the terrorist side. They're gonna gather towards B. They had a lot of success in B, so yeah. And it's gonna be a B execution. Liaz gets a nice double frag. Now, if I were Azure, I would just sit on my ass here and be a pain in the ass for Liquid until the teammates come, which is exactly what he does. Yeah, I think although he died, that was the best option that he could take. It's a nice shot by Liaz. Takes out 3 guys. Now, last but not least, Naf here with his made in China AK-47. Man, that's a beautiful AK-47. I like the Autotronic a lot. He's gonna get taken out by Jacob. That was a good execution by Liquid, but Liaz was on spot. He earned his paycheck. So the round goes to 100 Thieves. Round number 13. Let's go. Looks like it's gonna be a proactive play by 100 Thieves here, or not. Okay. Jacob is holding. Yeah, this is a good spot to hold middle from. It can take your enemies by surprise. That's why they take it. Also, both Jacob and Gratisfaction jumped out on the window. They do take out the leash, but Stewie is close. I don't know if they are aware of it. I mean, at this point they are aware of the fact that somebody might be on their window. Azar is gonna check him. Oh, that's a nice job. Solid lockdown by 100 Thieves there. Wanted to do the same thing that they did before, where they take middle, push through connector and through A, through ramps and palace. Didn't work out this time. Obviously, it's not gonna work out all the time. They still have money to get one more buy, but if they lose this, it's gonna be interesting. Okay, we have some nice flashes here from Stewie with a fast push. He gets spammed through the wall by Jacob. Good presence of mind to do that there for Jacob. And they're gonna execute B again. Liaz gets the first shot here. Misses the second guy in short. Ooh. Azar is here. He refuses to work today. I'm just kidding. Gets taken out. Obviously, it's hard to hold. B, pawn side on Mirage. So, it can go either way. Yeah, 9-5. Luckily for Liquid, they won that round. If they would have lost that round, it would have been 6-8. And then they would have been out of money for the last round. But it does work out eventually. And now, again, a lot of nades in middle, a lot of flashes, a lot of setup for Stewie while they are pushing in B. They fancied B a lot, mainly because it worked out a lot. And it works out this time also, I guess. There is a 2v3 though. But Naf has a very, very good spot here. Oh, the timing was unfortunate for him. The timing was unlucky, I guess, for Naf. 1-on-3 from a Liege. With the ugliest AK in the game. Oh, he doesn't hit that shot. 100 Thieves played this very patiently. Very, very patiently. 9-6. Still a solid half by Liquid. 9 rounds on T side is more than enough. Should be more than enough. There you go. I'm just gonna leave it from here. Do they have smokes? Okay, they have 2 smokes. What's that gonna be? It's gonna be an A execution. It might work out because Team Liquid is focused more on B with 3 people in B. Oh, I want to check. Yeah, look at this. I'm gonna pull it back. Look at that nice little setup in B abs from Elige and Naf. Naf is hidden. You can already see that. But Elige was jiggle peeking. But let's see that. Yeah, thank you. That's a cool trick that you can use. Yeah, like look at this. You see they're jiggle peeking, and then Naf is right next to him. And if you are a T coming this way, they're gonna execute A, by the way, with smokes, whatever, random, standard stuff. So if you're coming here with as a T and you saw this guy jiggle, you saw him drop off, then you just push in. You're never gonna check this spot. Let's be honest. It's a cool trick. I mean, never. Never is too much said, but most of the times, let's just say it this way, most of the times you're not gonna check that angle. That's a nice little trick there. It is going to work out for 100 Thieves. They do take the pistol round. So that's a nice setup here in B. They did lose the round, but that's a nice setup. Also because it was very credible because they also had a guy in kitchen in front of the window. So if you're rushing in, you see one guy here, right? You see one guy here, so you're like, okay, that's it, right? Fast short push, fast short rush here from 100 Thieves. Oh wow, Stewie, okay. Wow. Didn't work out. That's crazy. Satisfaction is one shot for these guys now. This is a very tricky spot to find yourself in. At this point, understandably so, 100 Thieves players are just waiting, hoping for the Liquid players to push into them or something. Oh, this is gonna be so strong from Twist. Yeah. Everything looked so good until they decided to turn back from short. I mean, understandably so. Stewie hit 2 very nice shots. And yeah, that's so unlucky for 100 Thieves. But I mean, when you have world-class players, I guess that's what happens. Gotta say, man, this M4 has to be the serpent fire of the M4s. Very expensive and quite ugly. But maybe that's just me. What do you guys think about the Poseidon? Nitro falls back, very smartly falls back. You know, live to fight another day. Didn't work out for him, but it's the right thing to do if you're in that spot. Especially because he was alone. Boom, that's a nice nade by Elige. A lot of damage from Elige. He eventually gets taken down. So it was basically a bait push. It was basically Kamredzi Rush Bisuka, you know. They did plant the bomb, so that's good. But they're still gonna have to eco this round. It's 11-7. Let's see. Yeah, default setup here for Team Liquid. Elige just does jump out of the window. Slowly pushing top middle. Wisely falling back. Two guys are underpass. Little jiggle peeks here. He sees two underpass, so at this point in time they are aware of the fact that the last one is also there. Ooh, that's a nice shot from Liaz. But not much done by 100 Thieves here. They took out just one player. I mean, they had an eco round, so it is what it is, I guess. Okay, let's see. Full buy round. Jacob has a very good spot. He decides to molly in connector. And by the look of things, I think this might be a B push. Azure is lurking. I don't know what his objective is here. Maybe to show some presence, yeah. Smoke off window. Flash connector. Yeah, that's such a strong position from Elige. I play that angle a lot, and it. Well, meanwhile, they're pushing in. They're pushing in B. I'll come back to that thought. But they are low. JKS is low. Gratisfaction with an op. Ooh! Ah! That shot, man. If that shot goes in, that would have been very doable. But it doesn't. So that spot from Elige, that is so strong. Because as a T, when you sit here as a CT, when the T comes and peeks and there's a smoke here, it's very, very hard to see you. But you can always see them. So that's a good spot to use, guys, when you play. And if you play in the stairs/connector area, that's a good spot. It's gonna be a rush A with 2 guys, 3 guys from apps, and 2 from ramp. Doesn't pan out, unfortunately. No bomb plants, no anything. Hello, Twitch Bisharp. Welcome. How's the beginning of the weekend shaping out for you? So, JKS takes out NAF in the apps, 2 ramp, 2 palace, and Gratisfaction in top middle. And now Stewie does take out 1 guy in ramp, and that's a crazy push from Twist. But he did take out Azure, and he does have the bomb, so that's so hard to handle now if you are... If you are 100 Thieves. He does hear the burning. The burning, yeah, it doesn't matter that he heard it, because Twist is gonna disable him. He did hear that 1 guy got burned, but Twist is so crispy. So crispy. That's a good choice, man. How was school today for you? What good are you cooking? I still have to eat. I ate breakfast, but then I walked the dog, then I did a little bit of a shitty workout at home just to not deform completely my body. But I didn't eat after the workout. I'll eat later. Maybe I'll make some pancakes for myself. According to my wife's colleagues, I make very good pancakes. But because my wife didn't give me credit, she didn't tell them that it was me that made the pancakes, I'm gonna make her buy me a AK-47 skin. The Empress or the fuel injector. Okay, that was it. Solid lockdown by Team Liquid. I mean, they're so good, so crispy. Sharp aims, it's hard to beat them. Stewie takes out top mid, Joakim, while they are grouping towards B. Nitro is very close here though. I wonder if they're gonna check this. It's a nice flash, and he does get checked. Okay. Good job by Elias for checking that. Good job by Elias. Oof. Stewie misses the shot. Looks like Stewie likes the new AWP skin. He's been having it for a while now. Maybe he got it in a drop, who knows. But he is playing with it for a while. It does work out. The B push does work out this round for 100 thieves. Liquid is gonna save up. Although they lost the guy in middle at the beginning, so it was a 5-on-4. The trades went towards their way as they pushed in towards B. So don't laugh, Twitch. Be sharp. Give me your ideas. What are you gonna cook? I could go for a few sandwiches. I haven't eaten sandwiches in like a lot of time. And like also like coming back to the cheat discussion, Kitami, I remember Shroud saying on the stream once that they actually tried to use steroids to enhance their in-game capabilities. It didn't work out, but we did try it, so you can only wonder what if it would have worked out. You would have used it, right? And that's another edge that you would have had unfairly, in my opinion, but whatever, different discussion. It's just human nature. I was mad in the beginning, but I can't get mad anymore because that's how people are. That's why I don't like people in general. I don't socialize that much because, yeah. That's it. They tried to go B again. It didn't work out. They really insisted in going B a lot. Yeah, I guess that's it. Those chicken, cheese, and ham. Oh, I didn't do that in a while, man. I used to do that. Oof. Do that and maybe throw some. I sometimes eat French fries, but I don't fry them. I put them in the oven. Twitch be sharp. You gotta send me a chicken breast donation. Send me some slices, man. Please. Hello, Dorizo. Okay, that was it. Pretty basic game. Let me think. No fancy strats there, nothing. There was the pistol round from Liquid, the little trick there from Elige. I think it was Elige and Naf. That was a nice setup for a possible B push, which people push B a lot in that spot. Usually on pistol rounds, because Glocks are always better on you can check the donate. Yeah, donate. Yeah, write it like that. Donate and put in a chicken. I have links in the description. You can donate me a chicken, and I'm just gonna shut up. The setup from Liquid on the CT side was cool. That's a little trick that you can use. So let's move on. What they played, Vertigo. I don't give two shits about Vertigo. Oh, Mirage again. Okay, I guess it's gonna be a Mirage day today. We're gonna watch Vitality against ENCE on Mirage. I wanna see how Sunny moves around as an in-game leader. What a joke, man. But I guess it did work out against Vitality, but then again, Vitality is so inconsistent. Very, very inconsistent team from Vitality. So we are going to watch that, and maybe after that, what other matches? I would like to see two more at least. Nothing interesting today, man. Actually, okay, maybe Godsend against Mouse Sports. And FaZe against Copenhagen Flames, but yeah, those are not. Navi against Seaman or Seaman. North played the movie star Riders with Jumpy instead of Kirby. Let's watch some of. Let's see what Astralis played recently. Oh, they played against Dignitas, but I did see that, right? Did we watch that? I think we watched that. Hey! Thank you, Twitch Sharp, for becoming a member on my lovely channel. Yeah, thank you, man, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Usually donations don't really come this way, or I only have one member. You're the second one, so welcome. Thank you very much. That is very nice of you. I appreciate the effort. Yeah, that makes Friday a little bit better today. So thank you, thank you. Okay, we're gonna watch Vitality against ENCE on Mirage. Then we'll see what we will watch after that, okay? Okay. Yeah, secret and big play, but like, what do you mean if I play? If I play in general or if I play on stream? I do play CS, of course, every now and then when I have time, 2 or 3 matches. Maybe I'll play a little bit today on stream, because I did plan for a longer stream today. We'll see how it goes. I'm reluctant to play CSGO on stream because I usually play alone, and you can get some really bad teammates sometimes, so it might not be a... And although if I get bad teammates, I usually block them and just focus on my game, but that might not be that fun to watch, you know, so we'll see, we'll see. I'm hungry. I have a new member in Twitch Bisharp here, so I'm gonna definitely make some chicken for myself after this. Okay, let's start the game here. The match will start up. Boom. Guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. This is why I do this, to just interact with some of you guys, have some fun, and maybe learn a few things, a few new things. Let's see the setup from X7. Crimson Web. No, go back to X7. Go back to X7. Crimson Web with a Slaughter skeleton knife. Okay, so is it a fake B? Yeah, looks like it's a fake B. Fake B with 2 guys while the A guys are pushing out. Now Misuta is smelling that one. I mean, it's a good fake if it works out. Yeah, it was a straight up a fake B with 2 guys with smokes and flashes, and these guys were just holding out and then pushing in. Usually, I'm not a big fan of strats that include sacrificing people, but if it's a place to do them, it's on the pistol round, I believe. So X7 is gonna have a good spot here, but looks like, yeah, this is Shox' round. Yeah, look at this crosshair from Shox. It doesn't work out, and I don't. Not a big fan of this kind of strat. I usually sometimes when I play alone, I do this myself, where I tell them to go contact in B, no noise here, and then I fake A. I throw a smoke in CT, I flash over, and then I push in myself. And then they push in late in B. Sometimes it works, it depends against who you play. But maybe sacrificing one guy is okay, but two of them, not quite. Although X7 turned back, so I guess it's not sacrificing two people, it's just one. The fake worked though, the fake was good, the fake worked, but Vitality took it back. And they have a cheeky little setup here. ENCE did force up, so let's see how that one works out. Four people in ramp, probably smoking. Sergey is in apps with an AK, which is a good weapon to have in that spot. Yes, safety net. This is another good AK. Maybe I'll tell my wife to get me this one for the... She's not gonna get me anything, obviously. She hates skins in CSGO. She thinks it's stupid to pay money for pixels, which I can understand. But when you play a lot of CS and you see a lot of CS, you would like to see different things on your monitor, you know. So it was a straight A push there. Looks like it's working out. Left ZywOo by himself. It is a 1-on-2 though. At this point, it was a 1-on-3. Boom. Alu disagrees. I don't know, man. That's very hard to answer, Dobry, because Apex Crosshair. What? Yeah, but look at Shox' crosshair, man. Where is he? Look at this bad boy. It's hard to say who's top 3 because it depends on the day, man. Anybody can beat anybody, and that's what's cool actually right now, because anybody can beat anybody on a good day, and that's what makes it very competitive and fun to watch. I don't know, Simple must be there, right? Nico is always there because he's very, very good mechanically, no matter what you think about his attitude and character, so on and so forth. So it's gonna be an A push again, pretty basic from ENCE, but if it's working, then does it matter if it's working? It doesn't matter. So Nico, Simple, and third one, I don't know, pick your poison. It depends on the day. It really does. Who should be the third player? I don't know. What, Electronic maybe? Or ZywOo, but ZywOo, I don't know where to put ZywOo, man. I think his ZywOo is a little bit overrated and overhyped. He's very good, but I think he's a little bit overrated. And when I see yeah, Device is up there, but when I see people that there were what, last year, towards the end of last year, I saw an interview where people were asked, pro players were asked who was the best CSGO player of all time, and some of them said that it's ZywOo, and I was like, what? How can he be the best player to ever play CSGO when he's been around only for what, 1.5 years? Like, how can you say that? That's just, sometimes when you listen how players talk, you just realize that they're not that bright. Some of them. Yeah, Flavius. Maybe he is trying to kill the moon with that crosshair. Oh man. Yeah, that was funny. Thanks for making me laugh. Yeah, JW plays well. I don't know if he's top 3 though. Device is very good though. Device is good, very good, and he's also handsome. God damn. Some people just get lucky when they come out to this world, you know. Okay, back to the game. Mid control 4 ENCE. 4 on 3, they take out shocks. Sergey looks like he likes to play apps a lot. Now what they're gonna do, they have the upper hand here, 4 on 5, they have middle, they fall back and maybe go towards B. It's a 2-2 setup for Team Vitality. Oh, definitely, Brolan, yeah, Brolan. I don't think he's underrated anymore. I think he gets the credit that he deserves nowadays. Crims also, when you ask people, Crims is also very appreciated. He's just not that talked about like the other players. But I think he is appreciated by his peers. Not necessarily the kids on HLTV, but the people that really know what's going on, you know. RPK, oh my god, man. This guy. He's such a tank sometimes. Yeah, Magisk is also solid, I agree. He's very, very solid. Well, I mean, there is no right and wrong Twitch Bisharp in that spot. They were a 4 on 5. I do agree that maybe going A would be a better idea because going A in that spot is a better idea because there are multiple angles to cover as a CT. So maybe if you're in a deficit player-wise, it's harder to defend, and then you have the upper hand as ENCE as a T, and then you just overwhelm the A site, you know. But you never know what goes into their through their head. Maybe they thought that there was just one guy in B, cause yeah, they're going B again. Looks like it. They're taking mid. 3 guys short, 2 guys B apps. So as I was saying, as I alluded to, in that spot, if you're Team Vitality, maybe you do leave 1 guy in B, right? 1 middle and 2 guys on A. That's what I would do. Maybe that's what ENCE thought, and then they pushed in thinking that there's only 1 guy, so we are 5, so we're gonna take him. But they were 2 guys, and then they lost. Theoretically, A push is better, that's true, but if it works out on a B push, then, you know, you're not gonna talk about that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think that's why. They maybe thought that there was 1 guy in B. It was a B push again, but this time they opted to push 3 people in short, which I like a lot. I said this previously. I like this. It's basic and it's very effective to push with 3 people in short and 2 guys in apps. The 3 people in short just smoke here, smoke connector, smoke window, push in very quickly. You get assistance from the apps. It's super effective in my humble opinion. Well, it's gonna be an eco round for Vitality. I think after this we should watch some NIP matches. They've been playing good recently, and theoretically, they have more strats now. They are more organized with their coach, with their new coach. So I think that would be interesting to watch. We haven't watched NIP yet, I think, on the channel in these streams. Boo. Goodbye, Sergey. Sorry, Zaibu. Yeah, let's do that. I'll just pause this. I will download quickly an IP demo, and I download it now and not when the game is done, because for some reason when you download demos from HLTV, they're capped. The speed limit is capped, so it takes a while to download. Yeah, they played against Heretics. Yeah, let's watch that. Heretics, not Heretics. Or maybe not. Let's watch against Complexity. Yeah, let's watch against Complexity. Because Complexity is also a interesting team to watch right now. So we're gonna watch NIP against Complexity after this. Okay, let's jump into the match. So they do take out the short aggression, and it's gonna be a B play again. Halo takes out Apex from short. That's gonna be it. Misuta probably hoping for a frag here. Yep, not gonna happen. So, here we are. Full buy on both sides. A very quick push here. Or possible push. Yeah, they're trying to take mid control. A lot of flashes. 5 flashes. They threw 5 flashes. ZywOo does take out Aerial. This is a very good spot. If you're a good opper, this is such a strong spot because it avoids most of the smokes. Oh wow, that's good. That's good. Good from ZywOo. It avoids all the smokes, and you can't get flash there unless they're throwing a flash explicitly for you. So ZywOo did a good play there from him. ENCE tried to take top mid. It didn't work out this time. Sergey with his he's a real estate agent. He likes to play in Palace. That's his spot. And that was it. Yeah, the battle didn't work out for ENCE this round. Let's fast forward. Boom. Again, smoke short, yeah. Flashes middle. This time they are quicker in their behind the box presence in top mid. Now they have a slightly different spot. Alu takes a frag on B. Let's see how they react to this. Okay, they don't do anything crazy, just Alu pushing in maybe, taking another peek. That was a good frag from Alu, by the way. They're gonna gather up. They have middle, so they're probably gonna push through connector maybe. A lot of battling going on in the jungle / connector area. Misuta does here is, yeah, that's just so unfortunate. If you are Sergey, you are angry about this. The one round where Sergey doesn't hold apps advanced, he falls back. That's the round where Misuta is pushing. So that's unfortunate for Sergey, if I'm being honest. Very unfortunate. Twitch Bishop. Honestly, I don't think I've watched enough demos to answer that question properly. But from what I've seen, since I've started doing these streams, which I'll do more of, I like how Astralis plays, and also mouse ports. So these two would be the things that I like the most. I like how, especially on Dust 2, there are so many nice fakes that you can make and plays that you can, in the middle area, that you can diversify with little details, with little tweaks. But I haven't watched enough demos to have a, you know, a solid opinion about everything. But I do like Astralis and mouse ports. Up until this point. So, 4 to 5. Vitality does take that round. Alu in top mid, throws the molly, falls back, he doesn't peek. Just throws the molly, okay, I guess. It's a B setup here. They do take out Sunny and underpass. And looks like there's gonna push ENCE for a quick B play. You know what I'm interested in? Okay, you know what, let's hold back. I want to see how many people Sunny saw there on underpass, because that might also make ENCE push in abs. Maybe if he sees 2 or 3 people, because they were 1 in window and 1 in window, 1 connector, and 1 watched underpass. I think he saw 2 people underpass. Sorry, under window, and maybe that's what prompted ENCE to push in B. Let's just see. I want to see how many people he saw. No. Wait, 1 moment. Oh no, he saw only 1. Okay. So my theory was absolutely useless. That's not what happened. They just decided to push in B quickly once Sunny was taken out. That's a nice frag by Aerial there. RPK again, man. He can be so solid sometimes. And now he hears Alu. This was a quick round. Yeah, that's it. This was a quick round. I think ENCE's fault here was that they didn't spread out. They had all of the players were in this area with Sunny pushed forward in the underpass. So once Sunny died, they just pushed in, which is, yeah, it is what it is. I think my favorite map is Inferno. Yeah, I think I saw like once I saw in quite a while ago when Alex was still in Vitality, I saw a very nice fake from Vitality on Inferno, but my favorite map is Inferno. Inferno, the Mirage does too. I like Train and Overpass also, but I don't get to play them as much, so I don't play that well on them. I absolutely am disgusted by Vertigo, and actively avoid Vertigo and Nuke if I can when I play. Although Nuke is cool, man. I used to love Nuke in 1.6. I loved Nuke in 1.6. So it's gonna be an A execute with the 2 guys from top mid pushing in connector. Actually, Alu is not pushing in, but he does take out 1 guy. 2 guys ramp and 1 palace. Sergey, the real estate agent, always in that. Ooh, guys, come on, don't throw this. Okay, finally. That was bad spray by Aerial. But he did white peek and he saw 2 people, so that prompted him to maybe a little bit of panicking and he tried to spray. Didn't work out. Might have costed them a lot there. Again, no presence in ramp or palace. I mean, not again, but this time no presence in palace for ENCE. 3 guys middle and 2 guys B. It's probably gonna be a short to B. But there's a lot of presence here for Vitality. They take out 2 people, which is decent, I guess. Apex takes out Sergey. Sergey is not on his A game today. Or at least in these couple of rounds. Oh, that's good to hear. Inferno is nice, man. It's yeah, I don't know what makes Inferno my favorite map, but I like it a lot. In my opinion, yes, I like it more. I don't know if it's better, because, you know, it's like... Okay, how do you judge which one is better? How do you pick your poison, you know? Maybe if you see some stats on which one works most, then you could say that one is better than the other, but in my opinion, I think it's a better idea to do a B split than a B execute. I like it more. It is slightly riskier because you can meet a lot of opposition in middle, depending on how the CT play middle. But as long as you smoke here and you smoke connector and you smoke window, you should be safely walking into this. And even before you do the smokes here, you pop flash and you check middle, you know, so it's quite safe if you execute it properly. So one guy top mid in B, and also like imagine which one are you more comfortable with. If you play in B as a CT, it's harder to hold off guys coming in from Palace and from short also. It is easier a little bit. I mean, it's not easy. It's never easy to hold B on Mirage. But if you know that they are only coming from the apps, you can just mentally focus more on the apps instead of in the back of your mind thinking about short also. So I think that's why guys pushing in from multiple angles is always better than just pushing out from one hole. Oh, that's a nice nade on Sunny. Vitality did a proactive play here. It worked out in their favor. It's a 5-on-3 now. And by the looks of it, they're gonna go B again. Sunny's falling back from underpass, and the rest of the players are going through T-spawn back to B apps. Yeah, at least in theory, it should be better than just pushing out from one spot. Now, RPK is here. RPK is feeling good in this match. He ate his baguettes, he drank his coffee, he's ready for some action. Yeah, that's a tough spot for ENCE there. Okay, 6-7. And by the looks of it, it's gonna be... Okay. Why does ENCE force up? Is it a full... No. Why? I wonder why. I don't know. I would have ecoed for the last round, but that's just me. They decide to force up. Alu in apps, X7 underpass, Aerial holding off any possible top mid push while the rest of the guys are spread out, so they're quite spread out. Yeah, that is hard. I think like ideally, I think the best way to do it is to go 3 ramp, 1 apps, and then try to lurk somebody in from middle. So just go very late, go late in middle and lurk towards connector. I think that would be the best idea, but not focus it on connector, because that can be hard. Just imagine how many spots you have to check when you come in here. So you come in here, you have this one, you have this one, you have this one, you have this one. There's so many spots. Obviously you can flash and smoke and so on and so forth, but I think I would be most comfortable with going 3 ramp, 1 apps, and then lurk one in towards connector from top mid. Maybe catch some rotations, and that's it. By the looks of it, it's gonna be a B push. I don't know why. Okay, so they bought up. They executed A with smokes. Now they're slowed down because of this heavy presence here from Vitality. Advanced position, I wanted to say, not heavy presence. Advanced position. I mean, they did manage to do a 2v4 in the end, but looks like Apex and Zybo is gonna take care of business. Still, I don't agree with that buy. I don't know why they did. What? How stupid is this? They bought up last round, now they are on pistols and armor again, instead of maybe ecoing or doing a very limited buy. Whatever. I don't know. I don't understand. But who am I? And listen, yeah, I can spec a little bit on Zaiwu, but I'm mostly interested in the tactics when I do these. My username's this. Again, they execute today with one guy in top mid, possibly lurking. They do take the bomb site. Probably counting on the fact that Vitality will not expect the same thing again. Alu is in a very good spot. Oh my god, Alu, come on. He did peek out a little bit, and then he got spotted by Zaiwu. Now it's a one-on-one. Yeah, and they're gonna win the round. That should have been Vitality's round. And just for... I don't agree with that double buy from ENCE. I think they should have ecoed the first one and bought in the last one. But, yeah. They did take one round eventually, so... What do I know? It's with the update, man. When you watch the demos, you just... It's automatic. You can see their crosshairs. And you can also find it on the website that I usually use, prosettings.net, I think. But this is automatic through the demo. And welcome to the stream, by the way. So, again, fake on B and then fake on A and then they go B. I wouldn't say that they got completely full, because obviously one player was still here for ENCE. Now it's a 4 on 3. Sonny misses some shots there. Then he doesn't miss anymore. Now Sharks is gonna come from behind, but they are eventually gonna check this spot. Yep. Yep. I don't know, man. Again, they faked A. I think they throw 2 smokes here. They didn't. I didn't see. I think one of them pushed in or what. Yeah, whatever. As soon as the smokes popped, they made some noise a little bit, and then they rushed B. The rest of the guys. This is one option. I think it didn't work out because X7 was still on the site, or the B player was still there, and there was another one in close proximity. That's what I'm trying to say, but I'm hungry. Ah, it's okay, man. One moment. So, quick mid slaughter. I have a. Do you know how to watch demos? I have a video on that, and I think you should watch that. Not because I just want you to watch the video, but you can replay it and repeat the steps. You know, I take them from hltv.org. So, or face it, depending. Let me just. I put it on pause. I'm just gonna help out our friend here. Here you go. If you don't know how to watch a demo, look that up. Yeah, watch that video, and if you have any questions, just write me there. I'll write back. It's quite easy. It's quite an easy process. Okay, eco round. Now they should have a full buy. Yes, correct. 10-7, right? Round number 18. Boom. So, top mid. Zaiwu gets taken out. 3 guys in apps. That is an interesting strategy. Two guys top mid and 3 guys in apps. that was their setup. Now they do rotate. Aerial should have Apex, yes, so... One is Palace. Ooh, this crosshair, man. Deadly. They're quite spread out. I don't know what the initial plan was, because they did go with 2 people on top mid. And then Shox fall back. He left Zaiwu top mid. Zaiwu died. It wasn't Shox, sorry. It was, I don't know exactly which player it was, but one fell back. Now, by the looks of it, they're gonna execute A with the Shox lurking in connector. Pretty good setup here because they have a good spread here. Vitality. Yeah, Ali was expecting that. That's very smart by him. It does a lot of damage on Misuta and on RPK also. So this should be a doable round for X7. Not easy, but doable. Yeah, the timing can be a bitch sometimes on these. That was a good execute by Vitality. They spread out multiple people from multiple angles. I just wonder what the initial thought was. What the initial setup would have been. Okay, 4 guys top mid. Ooh, X7 spots 3. So they have vital information. They do a lot of flashes, hoping to get some of them. Due to the smokes being thrown around there, they didn't manage to catch anybody. 4 people in top mid and Shox in apps. Sergey takes him out. Now let's see how they react to this. This is quite tough if you're Vitality because you don't have any control of the map. You're just in middle. You don't have anything in B, anybody on A, so they will choose to go in connector. That's just so hard. Yeah. It's hard for the exact reasons which I've pointed out earlier. You have so many angles to check. You have this, you have this, you have this, you have this. You have all over the site. Yeah, that's a very tough spot to be in. But at that point in time, if you're Vitality, you have to try something. Where you have to explode because you lost the anchor. Okay, eco for Vitality. Apex does get a AK. It was an advanced setup from Sunny. He does a very good job in thinning the herd. Yeah, and it's shut down. Everybody just ran towards middle. Did you think of something naughty when something funky when I said that? All the angles, all the spots, all the positions. Oh my god, stop it. Yeah, but that was before the update. I made that video before the update. Nowadays, if you just download the demo from HLTV and put it in and watch it, you will have their crosshair all the time. So you see, I didn't do anything special. If that's your question. Okay, they ran a little bit wild there. Then now they're gathering and executing A from the looks of it, from the positioning of it. Is that your question? My username's this. In my videos, yes. In my videos, I always use I try to use their settings. Sometimes they change it a lot, so it's hard to stay up to date. But I do use the crosshair and the view model also. Crosshair, view model, and even the bob. I don't know if I'm smart, but yeah, I try to do my best, you know. for you guys. But thanks for the compliment. So, yeah. Ooh, Zywood gets a nice 3 kill there. It was an A execution, so nothing fancy about it. It did work out, mostly because Zywood took out 3 people there in the end. It was a 1-on-3. He did have the upper hand due to the bomb being planted. X7 is gonna take out Shocks in middle. 2 mid and 3 towards A, 2 ramp, 1 palace. Let's see how this pans out. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that spam. I'd rather be not detected than trying to spam that, but maybe he thought he was seen. Ooh. RPK lurked out there, but in the process, they lost a few players, so this was a, yeah, so dirty, I'll call it a dirty A push. Well, yeah, that was somewhat of a, you could say it was an A split, but it was a dirty split. Why do they say that the Simple is better than Zywu? I think first and foremost because of the longevity. Like, Simple has been good consistently for many years now, while Zywu has been up and down for the last 1.5 years. Yeah, he's good, but in a team like Vitality, he's gonna stand out. He's a good player, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna... Yeah, but he didn't win anything yet. Yeah, I think Simple is better. You can't say... I mean, I don't know. Yeah. To answer your question, I think that's why. The longevity of things. And the consistency of things, you know. Do you like Zywu? What's your name, man? Tell me your name, because I don't want to call you by that name. My user's name is this. Okay. Let's see now. Somewhat of a default spread here. Apex is holding off any possible middle aggression. Shocks is in apps. Zywu was ramp. He falls back towards B with the bomb. So, by the look of things, they fancy a B push here. With Misuta and RPK already happy campers on this part of the map. Good trade there by Misuta. Sunny makes a good effort there. Unfortunately for Vitality, I don't know what they were trying to do. Maybe they wanted to go a B split. It just didn't work out that time because Sunny took out 2 players there. One of which it was Zywu, I think. So that was... a good presence of mind from Shocks to push the box from that angle, from this this angle instead of trying to go like this, because the CT will always expect this angle more than this angle, right? So that was a nice push there from Shocks. Nice little detail. What? Okay, let's watch that again, so I can answer your question. He was lurking palace and not ramp. Well, it depends, maybe that's their setup. Maybe that's their default. Because, oh, yeah. Because in the beginning Zywu was ramp. So there's no point. If you're just spreading out, there's no point in 2 people holding... yeah, I think that's why. I think that's what you referred to, so I'm not gonna pull it back. Because if you remember, the setup was... Apex was here. Zaibu was ramp, Shox was in Palace, and then Misuta and RPK were there. But eventually Zaibu fell back, so maybe that's why you were wondering why ramp was clear, I think. Switch. Be sharp! I mean, yeah, Shox could have rotated back towards ramp, but yeah. So it's gonna be a B rush. Smokes, flashes. Sorry, A rush. A rush, A rush. Oof. Doesn't work out, unfortunately for them. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, nothing fancy here. I think overall I think ENCE did a better job than Vitality holding off middle, controlling middle. Okay, let's watch one more. And we're gonna watch NIP against Complexity. What maps did they play? Oh, they played Mirage and Train. We're not gonna watch another Mirage game. We're gonna watch Train. So let's watch Train. NIP against Complexity. There you go, finally a good demo. They start the demo right when the knife round is going on, so we don't waste our time too much. Okay, let's go. So, I will do a couple of Faceit demos with him. I haven't posted with him in a while, so I do plan on doing that. It's gonna be a quick execution outside with 3 guys in pop and 2 main. Yeah, that was quick. It was a very quick play from NIP. 3 guys pop, 2 main. 1 player from main was behind a little bit, probably because he was throwing some nades, I guess. That was a very quick round. Complexity does a good job in closing it out. They do force up. I don't know why they choose this. I don't agree with it. I think you should eco and then maybe buy AKs the next round. Not a big fan of forcing up the second round if you lost the pistol round. They throw some nades. Now all of them are gathering in inner. Hello Bruno, if you see this, welcome to the channel. So it looks like it's gonna be a inner push, push, push. This might be juicy for Oboe and Rush. Complexities, they are not pushing anywhere, they're holding their spots. No aggressive. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, very good job by NIP. Did you see the movement from Twist? It was cool. It threw off Rush. It absolutely threw off Rush's crosshair, and then it made it easier for the lower the guy that pushed lower and killed Rush had a very easy job to do because of Twist's movement in midair. Let's see this. And it worked out because they killed 2 people and then they planted the bomb. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look anything like anything special from his perspective, but from Rush's perspective, that wasn't very pleasant to shoot. I don't even know if it was like on purpose, but yeah, that was cool. That little detail, you see, it costed Rush a lot because he had to put in extra time into correcting his crosshair, and then by the time the lower guy came, it was too late. Well, this actually works out. Good job by NIP, I guess. It was straight up inner execution. And they actually take out everybody. That is very, very good. If you are NIP, not that good if you're Complexity. Everybody outside for Complexity, they forced up. Not all the way. They have some pistols, they have a scout, but they do have money in the bank for more utility when they buy up on the weapon round. Which I like that, they didn't go balls to the walls. Default play here, Twist is watching Ivy. Knock, knock, and Necro in main. Rez and Plopsky were initially in inner, but Plopsky is rotating now. The gang is gathering up. Looks like it's gonna be a execution. Config has a very good spot here though, but he's still far away, so I don't know if he will be able to do anything. And by this time, look at this. Oh my god, Complexity is inside with all of their players. Yeah. They didn't anticipate correctly.
Bomb has been planted.
At this point in time, they're probably gonna try to... Ooh, that was bad. They're gonna try to get some kills, maybe, get some weapons. But that doesn't concern us anymore. Let's go ahead and move on forward. Yeah, default spread here. One main, 2 towards Ivy. With an anti-flash position here on Ivy. Just holding off any possible aggression. Plopsky is already outside here. Or lowered in pop. While Rez is holding any upper push. Well, this looks like one of the defaults. I mean, generally from what I've seen on train, usually it involves 2-1-2 or 2-2-1. When I say like 2-2-1, you know, 2-1-2 or stuff like that. You just play around with the numbers, where you spread out, or maybe 2-2 guys, and then like position similar to Twist. You just hold off Ivy, something like that. You can't really do. There's not much jiggling, I think, on train. Well, I think it's a good idea to have presence on most of the spots, because if not, on this map, I think you can, like, the enemy can wrap up around you if you're not careful. So it's a good idea to spread out. Control as CT or ST? What do you exactly mean? Because as like ST, obviously you have to be with 4 people outside and 1 inner, because outside is a very tough spot, I think, to hold off. You have to have good team play. In general, I think train is hard. You have to have good communication with your teammates as CT. very good communication and to be aware of the angles that you might get caught from. T, yeah, well, T is something like that. At least one guy have inner in case they are pushing. In case the CTs are pushing lower, you want to have a guy around this area always, and then you can just spread out the rest of them. It depends also on what your intentions are after you set up the default, you know. So you might have different numbers on different spots according to how you would like to execute things. Like you see, they have 3 main now. They pushed out with Lecro. The rest of them are sitting tight. I see this tactic used a lot. I think Lecro had the spawn or something, because I see other teams also try to do this. Where I'll talk about it. Let me just see how this pans out. Yeah, I see a lot of teams. Like for example, you saw there was one guy in Ivy and one in Pop. The rest of them were focusing on middle this time. Lecro jumped out, so I'm guessing the rest of the teams were, the rest of his teammates were throwing shit around just so he can lurk out. But I saw this tactic a lot, where you just push one guy out in Olaf, and then you try to create chaos in the defenses, which is an effective way to do things, just because of the fact that Train is there are a lot of angles where you can get caught, you know. So it's cool to see. Now it is a 2-on-3. Okay, now 2-on-1. But in general, I like, if you're a T, I think it's a good idea to base your threats mostly around the A side. It's harder to defend than B. Looks like this round they're gonna gather towards B. That molly was quite good. Obo might get surprised here. Yep. Yep. I don't know what he tried to do there, but I think you always have to have an eye on the ramps, and you shouldn't keep your eyes off of one of them for too long, because the timing can be ruthless. And you saw here with Obo, I think he wanted to rotate towards upper, but he just kept his eye off of lower too much, I think. Ivy. So it's a quick outside execution. I'm processing Twitch member, Twitch be sharp. So it was a basic outside push. I don't know, where did you hear that? It is, yeah. I don't know if you can compare those. Let me see. It is important to have control of it, because, like, just imagine that you are a CT. In case, like, let's put it in perspective. Imagine if you're a CT and you don't have control of Ivy. Maybe there are some smokes here, they can go to here, like so on and so forth. You have enough on your plate as a CT anyways. If you lose control of Ivy, or you don't have any presence here, that can be quite a big problem. And if you're a T, I don't think it is important. I don't know if that comparison is fair, like in Mirage's middle. I think it is important because it's just so tight, you know. It's so the spots are so tight to push out as T here, especially on Pop. On on main you have some options. Oh. What do you think about that? It is important to have a plan for Ivy if you're at T side, if you're on T side, because it offers you more chances of succeeding, more angles, you know, offer more higher chances, as I always say. But then again, it can be tricky because more angles involves more risks also. So 4 guys outside, Oboe inner, Plopsky and Rez are the inside boys, Lekro is in main, and 2 guys on Ivy, Twist and Knock. We have a little setup here. As you can see, this might be one of the defaults that you might use. 2-1-2 with the pop guys playing around with the CTs. This time Plopsky gets some decent damage on himself. Yeah, I would agree with that. Twitch, be sharp. Yeah, I would agree with that. It's much more important for the CTs than for the Ts. Nox smokes here. Let me see what his intentions are though. Yeah, I think he flashed himself. Oh no. That is not correct. Poison pop flashed for Blame F. That's some very nice teamwork there. They eventually push inside with 3 players. Ooh, this didn't work out. I think the plan was it was a good plan to push with inner guys. Maybe Lekro comes in later and holds any pop aggression, while the 3 guys are handling business here. And then maybe I think the plan for Knock was to just lurk towards CT and catch the guys by surprise from behind. It didn't work out at all because Complexity. I like this here. This proactive peek from Blame F. This, in the grand scheme of things, in this round, it didn't matter too much because they did a good job on locking down the site. But imagine that they take the site and then Knock also lurks here. That would have been very dangerous. So that peek was very good by Blame F, and the flash from, I don't know, I think it was Poison or Rush, can't remember. Proactive, like proactive, when I say proactive, I say something where a CTs pop a spot and they peek, or they make a push somewhere, so they are trying to do something out of the ordinary and not defensive, you know? That's what I usually mean by proactive, where they take their chances and they do something about it, you know? They make a move. When they make a move, that's what I'm referring to as proactive move. Okay, 2-1 this time with Twist on Ivy. Lekro again is already out here, maybe trying to get somebody by surprise, while Plopsky is holding his back. They do decide to push out in main. Knock is showing some presence on pop, then falls back. This was a little bit disorganized and disjointed by NIP. I don't know what the exact plan was here. It looked a little bit shady. The initial setup was good because Lekro was holding this spot actually. There was a smoke here, so this spot is a good angle to take. Maybe expect some CTs to walk in, and then Plopsky was holding his back. Man, I have to. Plopsky was holding his back. That was a good setup, but from there everything escalated, and then they, yeah, it was sloppy. Whew. So how's your chicken, Twitch Sharp? Let's talk about food, man. Let's talk about food. Stop talking about Kontekst. Sorry. Did you cook it? Cook it? I'm getting hungry. I'm definitely making some pancakes with some peanut butter and some blueberries. Okay, so eco round for NIP. Poison takes out Knock on Ivy. Looks like that's Knock's territory. Twist and Lecro. Sorry, Lecro is on main. The rest of the guys are inner. Config is here. They're planning for an eventual inner push, from what I can see here. Complexity is ready. They do have 2 people inside. Yeah, so they spread out at the beginning. Log did get taken out on Ivy, and now they slowly work themselves into inner. Oof. Solid damage done by Obo though. Even though he gets the 2, he could have gotten more, but I mean, he did his job. Rush takes out the bomber, and yep. Oh my. It's cold outside. It was so pleasant. Maybe I got a cold. Or maybe some allergy. Usually this period of the year I'm a little bit I have some sort of allergy going on. So it's okay, 2 guys Ivy and no, actually 1 main. But yeah, Lecro was always main. From the looks of it, Rez and Plopsky are in inner, and then 2 guys Ivy. This is somewhat their setup from what I can see. Plopsky and Rez are most of the times inner and Lecro main. Twist is trying to get a shot here. It doesn't work out. How could you not try that, man? I do usually, but I do pancakes. I don't use white powder. What do you call it? Flour powder. We usually use we use oatmeal instead of God damn, what do you call that? The white powder used from white meal, not white meal. For fuck's sake. Whatever, we make it with oatmeal. That's a little bit better. Put in some protein. Flour, yeah. I wanted to say there was this team back in way many, like when I started playing Counter-Strike at the first Counter-Strike tournament that I ever went to. There was this team Flour Power, but that was flour, not flour. Yeah. Okay, so you got the idea. I use oatmeal instead of that. It's healthier, it has more fiber, it has more protein. Yeah, more fiber, more protein. Oatmeal is a slow digestive carb, which is better for your organism. Like, flour is not that good, usually. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about food. 6-5, round number 12. Full buy on both sides. Potato buy on Ninja sides. They do have the op. Now let's see. Knock is on Ivy again. Lecro is in main again. The rest of the guys are inner. Twist was hoping for a peek maybe from the upper ramp. But tastes good, man. I've actually, ever since I've started doing pancakes, I always made it with oatmeal, so I don't actually know how it tastes with flour. I guess it tastes better, because usually it tastes a little bit better, but it's not worth it. And you have peanut butter on it anyway. Maybe some jam and you're set. Just a little bit of jam, come on, come on! Or honey. Or maple syrup. It looks like they're trying to go inner. Plopsky does take out one guy. Okay, they do a good job in clearing the guys. Now, Twist should have an impact here.
Bomb has been planted.
He should get a frag here. Ooh, but okay. Nobody actually hits that angle. Usually there's somebody crossing. That's why he's holding it like this. That's a very good angle to hold if you're an upper and have an up. But his teammates take out the opposition. Again, man, again, Complexity is messing up an inner push from Ninjas in Pajamas with upgraded pistols. This happened at least once, if I remember correctly, in this match. It shouldn't happen, but, you know. So nothing special there. They spread out in the beginning, then they gathered up inner, and they just pushed in with pistols and armor. Config takes out Plopsky. Plopsky with an early peek there in pop. He does inflict a lot of damage on him, but let's see if it's gonna be worth it. Now it's a 1-1-2 setup here. Rez is kind of cheeky all by himself. He's just checking for any possible aggression so he can push lower properly, yeah, without getting worried about the ramp. Yeah, he's trying to bait somebody here. Doesn't work out for him. That was a nice little bait if you catch it. Just making some noise on the stairs and then coming back up. Now after all that, looks like ninjas are gonna... The ninjas are gonna push inner again. Let's see how it works this time. Rush is very close here, so we can rotate quickly if there's gonna be need for it. Got an oboe and config. Good setup. The molly doesn't help here. Yep. Man.
Bomb has been planted.
Either NIP are doing a very good job in pushing these inner sites, or Complexity is not very good at holding them. Or maybe a combination of both. But yeah, this is very hard if you're a CT in this spot. If your teammates don't get a frag on the T's when they enter B, it's very hard to pick it up, to pull it back. The retake is very hard usually. Oh, on train. I don't know, man. On train. I think on train, I think 9 to 6 is the middle ground. I would say 9 to 6 is like, if you get 6 rounds, no. Okay, middle ground. 9 to 6 or 10 to 5. If you're a T on train and you get 6 rounds, I think you should be satisfied with it. Anything more it's very good. Anything less, 10-5 is still workable. Now 11-4 starts to be harder, but not impossible. So I would say 10 to 5 is the middle ground. But it's between 10 to 5 and 9 to 6. So yeah. I think if you're a CT, you should aim to at least get 10 rounds, and if you're a T, you should aim to get 6 at least. But 5 is still workable, even 4. Yeah, somewhere around there. Okay, weapon round, last round of the half. If you're on cable in 1.6, then if you get 2 or 3 rounds, you're good. ST. Oh man, that map used to be so unbalanced, so messed up. Man, Okay, I wanna rewatch that. I wanna see something here because Lecro chose to peek there with the M4. I wonder if Twist flashed for him or something, because otherwise that peek doesn't make sense. Okay, let's see. Okay, he throws the smoke. Now does he throw a flash? Okay, flashes are thrown, but no, there was no flash for Lecro there. So I think that peek does. Nah, I don't agree with that peek. Blame F takes out Rez on inside, which is a good job from him. Yeah, I don't agree necessarily with that peek. I think it's too risky from Lecro. Try peek like that. Oof. Okay, well, this round ended quickly. All the trades go in favor of Complexity. Yeah, 8-7. Oh, it doesn't matter. 8 rounds are more than enough. If you're on the T side, it should be more than enough. Okay, let's go ahead. Boo! So, pistol round. Okay, Rush's main blame is Ivy. The rest of the guys are going inner. So, looks like this is some sort of... yeah, looks like this was a fake. Yeah, that's very smart. Let's see if it works out. I'm gonna talk about it after the round is done. Yeah, they're gonna shut it down, and unfortunately it doesn't work out for Complexity. The idea itself was is nice, is good. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. Yeah. So the idea was go with the bomb, go 3 guys with the bomb, so you make a lot of noise, right? You jump down here. One guy was main and one guy was Ivy. So go here, make a lot of noise. Be sure to see the CTs see the bomb, and even if you lose a guy here, the other guy can pick up the bomb and fall back. So that's not that risky. It's not as risky as it looks. And once they see the CTs see the bomb, you know, like that's a natural reaction, at least when I play, and that's the intention, I think, from Complexity here. Once the CTs see the numbers, see the bomb, they're gonna say, okay, this is definitely A. So they're gonna rotate from the A side. Then you rotate quickly. You as the T, you rotate quickly into pop. You already have a guy in main. You already have a guy in Ivy. They just push out, and then the plan works theoretically, right? So that's a nice setup there. That's a good strategy. It didn't work out for Complexity, but nonetheless the strategy was good. It's a nice trick there that you can use, that you can do. Now they do force up here. Three guys are in main. One each on the flank. Rest takes out Blame F. Yeah, he had an AK. NIP does a good job to stop the play here. Rush is quite advanced here, but Twist has him. Should have him at least. Boom. Yep, and it's down to Oboe. Maybe try to save that AK. Yeah, I don't know why he fought there. I think he should have jumped over and maybe tried to save the AK. Who knows? Yeah, but yeah. Okay, what is this? A lot of nades. Two guys main, one Ivy and one inner, two inner, sorry. I want to pause that, like a correction to what I said before. that Obo maybe should have saved the AK. I was thinking about this while I was saying that. They have to eco this round anyway, so maybe what he tried to do with the AK is to just kill some CT players to keep the economy in check, but maybe I'm just making all this up. But trying to kill some CTs in that spot, it's not a bad idea, because you do keep the CT's economy humble, and you have to eco this round anyway, so there's only so much that you can do with that AK if the rest of your team is on a full eco. So yeah, there's both ways to go there. So it's a full eco here, trying to be cheeky, left and right. Nope. No, I didn't try those. What are the time scales for? To put it back and forth? Actually, let me just see if this actually works. Let's pull it back to the previous round. Yeah, I think it works. I should use this more. A friend of mine told me yesterday. Because I like to pull the demo back and forth manually. I can also use this layer here where pull it back and forth. So it's gonna be half by complexity. No, I didn't try it. Maybe I'll give it a try. They rush Ivy while Blame F is pushing out in main. Now they have complete control of Ivy, but yeah, let's see what they're trying to do here. Yeah, that was an interesting setup. So what they tried to do is to just go Ivy and then push towards the site while one guy was here. Eventually fell back, tried to look at those spots. Yeah, that's one way of doing things in these eco rounds instead of just pushing inside like you always do. I mean, it did work out for ninjas in pajamas to push inside with the pistols, but maybe Complexity wasn't confident enough to do that, or maybe they just wanted to try something different. Okay, 4 guys inside. Rush is on Ivy. So it's gonna be a B push. Ooh, Lacro does a very good job here. Yeah, he did his job. He took out 2 guys. Yeah, that's good initiative from Obo to sit in front of the smoke and to try to take out the upper guy. Yeah, I think that frag was very important here on the upper ramp, on a knock that just jumped up. I think that was a very important frag. And the contact play works out. Okay, blame F main again. Looks like he wants to peek. Oh, this was... Okay, so outside execution with 2 guys in pop and 3 guys in main. It's down to a 2-on-2. Res is low, but he does take out config. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit, I don't know if they intended it to be like that, or was it just a little bit timing, the timing was a little bit off. 2 guys pushed pop. But by the time they were here, yeah, granted, blame F, I think he was outside or died meanwhile, but by the time they were here, they had some teammates that were still in main, weren't pushed out. So, yeah, the timing was not perfect, but I don't know if that was by design or by... or they just did a mistake there. Again, blame F holding this angle, which was held by Lecro on the T side for an IP. They hold the side of the smoke. 3 guys in Ivy, and 3 guys Ivy, 1 main, 1 pop, and this setup. Plopsky does a good job in staying alive there. And another what's a 2-on-1. Yeah, the guys in main and pop, blame F, and I think it was... who was it? Whatever. NIP did a good job in taking them out, but then the backstab came from Ivy with 3 guys from Complexity. Yeah, I mean a lower smoke is obvious. Then maybe like a lower smoke and like lower smoke, and then smoking this part could help, would help, should help. Because then you can, when you come in, you can focus your sight on this side for a while before they start being funky. So I think those 2 were. Anything else like is a bonus. You can all, I don't know. At least these 2. At least these 2. And then from on, anything more is a bonus. NIP does force up here. Looks like it's gonna be an inner push. Blackrow has a very good spot here. It might help them out. Rush is waiting in front of the smoke though. Yeah, that was nice by Rush. So it's gonna be inner.
Bomb has been planted.
He had an op, right? So yeah, he had an op, and this round they forced up anyway. I don't know. I usually... but that might be only me. I usually, if the last player has an op, and especially on train, you know, I think he should have... he could have saved. You know what? There's no right or wrong. There's just what you want to choose to do. I don't think there's a right or wrong, because if you win the round, then that's a huge round to win. You also risk losing the op, but yeah, it was 13. No, it was yeah, 9 rounds. I don't know. I don't know if it's a right or wrong choice there. I think it's just what you want to do, and to just follow through with it. Obviously, it's riskier to go for it, but yeah, it depends on the individual, how he feels in that moment. I think that's the right answer. If he feels that he can do it, then he should definitely go for it. Otherwise, just stay back and save the weapon. It depends a lot on how the player feels, you know. In my opinion, yeah. So again, complexity goes inner. It works out because, yeah, they didn't have a good buy. NIP didn't have a good buy here. Because you know, regarding the previous question with knock, it's like in life, man. Whether you you think you can do it or you think that you can't do it, you are always right. If you think you can do it, then you will do it. But otherwise, if you have doubts, then you're better off saving the weapon. Now it's a 1-2-2 here from Team Complexity. Yeah, and device also, right? I mean, yeah. Man, talk about being unlucky when you are VP. That is the organization. Yeah. By the look of things, it should be an A spread, but it can still be anything. There is still 1 minute to play for here. Yeah, they're gonna... Yeah. They're trying to trap Plopsky here. In case he is in this spot, that molly is meant to trap him here so he can get naded, which he did. So now he's 60 HP. Throws a nade of his own, but it only does 6 damage on blame. This is a B heavy setup. You can't blame NIP for this, but this is a perfect. This is very smart by Complexity. They had 3 guys watching B, just because Complexity went B like 3 rounds in a row, I think, or something like that. So they went with 3 guys in B, but this time they went A. And yeah, they tried something different. It didn't work out for NIP. You can't really blame them for putting 3 people in in B, because they got wrecked there a couple of times. And who knows, maybe, yeah, there's no right or wrong again. Because there is a world in which Complexity, like, they win 3 rounds in a row in B, right? Then they say to themselves, oh, maybe they'll expect an A push now. It would be time to push A, right? So you go B again, and that's why NIP was set up that way, I think. But Complexity chose to do the obvious, which is to go A, and it worked out, you know, so it's yeah, that's how things are at that point in time. They have a nice boost here on the Ivy server. Yeah, Poison doesn't even check it. That's a good boost. It can leave you quite discovered, quite opened, but in rounds like this where they have limited weaponry, they have to try something, so they went for it, and it worked out. It's a 4-on-5 now. They lose knock on Ivy. By the look of things, ooh, they are already pushed inside. Ooh, that's a nice shot by Lecro. They are inside, but his teammates are still very far, and the ninjas are already gathering. This was unlucky. The timing was off. Yeah, the timing was off on everything for Complexity. They did take B, but it was a fragile take because there were only 2 players from Complexity, and then IP focused their forces on the B players, and by the time the bomb came to B, there was no one left. A very quick execution this round. They haven't tried that in a while, so 4-on-3 now. Yeah, exactly, Twitch be sharp. There's a lot of that going on, I'm sure, when teams play each other. Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh, I don't know why I did this. I wanted to go fast forward. It's a reflex of mine. When the player that I watch dies, I instinctively want to go fast forward because that's how I record sometimes my POVs. So now we have to wait because it takes for an eternity when you have to pull back demos in CSGO. But as I said before, at least you have the opportunity to watch demos, right? What is this? Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, let's pull it back 12 to 15. Oh, yo, Gabe, please fix this. Come on. I like to watch demos. I like to interact with my subscribers. So you not fixing this demo watching experience is hurting me. But also having 64 tick rate servers hurts me, so you obviously don't care about that, so I don't know why I even try at this point. Okay, so it was a fast A push. Yeah. I mean, that's... theoretically, that's good for the T's. With smokes and flashes, you know, try to create as much chaos as you can. Config completely missed that. That guy, Plopsky, on the connector push. Oh, sorry, on the connector boost. Oh, Blame F takes out two guys. Now it's a one-on-one. Lacro was so crisp, man. Yeah, and that was it. In conclusion, what conclusion can we do from this? I think NIP won a few rounds inside on the B side when they were with limited weaponry, and those rounds made the difference in this match. They took 8 rounds on the T side, so that's a lot. That's hard to come back from. Yeah, the T side for NIP was better than it was for Complexity. That's what made the difference, baby. Okay, guys, I think I will stop here. I hit the 3-hour market. I'm tired. The 3-hour mark. We watched 4 demos. Very good. I plan on doing a stream tomorrow also, but we'll see how things go. If something comes up, it shouldn't. Today they are playing, as I said before. Yeah, Navi already started playing Seaman. Yes, it is. The T round. The T rounds are very important if you're playing Train. Mouse Sports again Godsend, FaZe again Copenhagen Flame. We're gonna have some decent demos to watch tomorrow. I want to watch FaZe a lot because I want to see how their strat book is. It's interesting for me to watch that because yeah, I just want to watch it. I want to watch how Coldzera and Nico plan out the rounds, and then obviously watching Mouse Sports with Kerrigan in charge should be a lot of fun tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm not sure yet on what hour I'll start the stream tomorrow. It's highly likely that it's gonna be 12 o'clock again. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Twitch be sharp. Welcome to the family. Thank you very much for becoming a member. I wish everybody a lovely day, a lovely weekend, guys. Stay safe, stay good, and stay strong. See you.